Yep. What's up, little bitches? She. So, is this thing on? What's up? Yeah. Let's go. It's goody. Okay, we're gonna get this over here. Pin that. What's good? What's up, people? I'm gonna get this rolling in a minute. How are you today? Happy freaking New Year! How to actually execute 2023? It's gonna be lit. Gonna record another podcast. Hold on, if I can get this over here. Cool. Why is this that? What's up? We're gonna get this rolling in a second. I want to give people a minute to tune in. Let me know how your weekend was in the comments, in the chat box. Just let me know. Danielle, what is good? Jay Owens, what's popping? Hope you guys are having the best day of your entire lives. I'm going to give people a second, and then we're going to record this podcast live. Shadiq, what is good? Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, IG, your boys live. We're back with another podcast episode. Super excited for today. Also, if you haven't joined, hold on really quick before I get into this episode. If you guys have not joined our 6-week Ultimate New Year Transformation Challenge, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? If you're looking for the perfect opportunity to kickstart your goals for 2023 or just get back on track with your fitness, with your nutrition for the new year, just shoot me a DM, whatever platform you're listening to this on, with the word New Year, and we'll get you the details. We have, I think, about 6 slots remaining. I have to double check. But again, New Year's Ultimate Transformation Challenge, the Shred Challenge, starting January 9th. So next week, exactly one day from today, we have our kickoff call this Sunday. Only a few slots remaining. So if you guys want to be entered to qualify to win the challenge, we're giving away some really good prizes inside of that. So if you want the details, just message me the word New Year and we can get that rolling for you. So without further ado, let's get right into today's episode in 3, 2, and 1. What is going on, mother truckers? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. This is your boy, your favorite coach, Coach Al. Let's get it, okay? In today's episode, we're talking about how to actually smash your goals in 2023. The new year is here. Happy New Year, okay? We're excited. Now, today, I wanted to cover the execution blueprint. So what I mean by that is setting goals and then actually working through them, smashing them, like coming up with a clear process, setting your vision, all things that we're going to work through in today's episode. So put on your hat, take out some notepads, whatever you want to do. If you want to jot it down on your phone, doesn't matter. If you're listening to this on the audio replay and you're driving, just really try and listen to what we're talking about here today. And then maybe after you finish, jot down some notes afterwards. Okay. Now, I always like to start with stories so you guys understand why I speak about these things and who I am, where I've come from. Now, I want you to understand that I have spent majority of my life as a lazy person, if you want to call it, wishing for all these things in my life, but really just like not doing the work necessary to accomplish that. And I would always wonder why other people had the results that I wanted, but in reality, I just wasn't doing the work necessary to get that. You know, I would end up resenting people and just really wanting those things, but not really being willing to put in that work, if that makes sense. Let me know if you guys could resonate with that at all in the comments, you know, because I think so many of us want all these things and we talk about all these things. In reality, it's within reach, but oftentimes we just don't believe that we are capable of achieving that. And I want you guys to know that I myself also didn't believe in that because I didn't plan ahead. And I think, you know, not getting what you want is simply just a lack of preparation. If you're not preparing, that leads yourself to failure. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about how to work through that and actually smash 2023 and get the most out of get the most out of this year. Sorry, there's a little bit of noise coming from outside. But this is coming from a person who has lacked all this, and I want you to know that it is possible. And that's something that I really like to talk about with my clients and my team. You know, it just really comes down to like programming that conviction within yourself. And that comes down to execution, right? It's like setting those small habits and chipping away every single day. You know, like I was reading this morning, this book has been absolutely incredible so far, Atomic Habits by James Clear. So if you're on the audio replay, I'm showing this to you guys right now. This book has been absolutely incredible. And I was reading it this morning and they were talking about how a bamboo tree takes a very long time to sprout. You know, the seeds are in the ground for years. And then, you know, all of a sudden within a few months, it like sprouts up 10 feet. And it's the same concept here. Like every single day, you're chipping away at the stone, at the tree, right? And like you're really covering ground on that. Like when you look at it each day, like maybe you're not seeing a lot of tangible, visible progress, right? But it's just about continuously chipping away at that. And then over time, it's going to help you really get towards what you're wanting to achieve. And that's something that I'd really like to talk about with my clients too. It's setting those small habits and chipping away at them every single day. Like how you do one thing is how you do everything, right? So you're just constantly chipping that fucking block. And I'm going to give you guys 3 lessons, short, sexy, straight to the point with this episode, how to actually smash 2023 and get what you want out of your life. First one is going to be creating a vision. Creating a vision. Now, without a vision of what you want to achieve, you're almost working towards nothing. And recently, this is something that I've been putting a lot of energy and thought into. And actually, if you're here with me live, you could see it on the replay right here. So yesterday, I spent some time creating a vision for myself. And I want you guys to really think of this as I'm asking you this question. What do you want for yourself? What does your best life look like? Your physical, your mental health. How do you spend your weekends? Who do you spend your time with? Who do you talk to? And I think it's extremely important to understand that and where you want to go, because without a vision, you're almost just floating through life. Right? I think that's really an important thing to talk about and think about. If you're just floating through life, then you can't expect to get results. You can't expect to do crazy things with your life if you're kind of just like half-assing things. Logically, it doesn't make any sense. And that ties into the next point. Number 2, setting targets for yourself. Notice how I didn't say goals, right? I said targets. Like be ballsy, go after what you want. The only thing stopping you is yourself. And I think the question that I always like to ask is like, why settle? Why choose to be mediocre if you could be a higher version of yourself? Oftentimes, it's just doing all the shit you said you're going to do every single day. And I feel like I say that over and over again on this podcast, but truthfully, I believe like that's the separation between where I was and where I am now. And also the same things with some of my best clients as well. The ones who are really succeeding in my program, just do what they fucking said they were going to do. So create a vision, set those small targets towards yourself. And then the last point, number 3, finding a process that works for you. Put that in the comments. Find a process that works for you. Lay it out step by step. We'll cover that here in just a second. What do you guys think of that? What are we executing on? We're executing on our lives and getting the most out of that and squeezing every ounce that we possibly can. So with that being said, let's wrap this one up, okay? So the last point, number 3, to actually smash 2023 and get the most out of your life is finding a process that works for you, laying it out step by step, like actually taking some time to sit down and be like, yo, what do I want to achieve this year? Why do I want to achieve that? What do I need to do every single day that's going to allow me to get a little closer towards that? Right. And then what you do is set reminders, set alarms, put your sticky notes everywhere and chase it fucking relentlessly. Chase it relentlessly. Like I said, be ballsy, go after what you want. And over time, that's going to allow you to really move the needle forward. Everyone listening to this is more than capable of doing all these things. Oftentimes, we just choose not to go after it. And that's the exact reason why you don't have what you want. So guys, to recap this episode, the execution blueprint, sacrifice is the key ingredient. Discipline is the main factor here. Because without that discipline to continuously ignore the short-term pleasures for the long-term reward, that's the shift. That's the shift right there that could make all the difference. So the 3-step blueprint right here to actually execute, like this is something that has taken me a long time to understand. Number 1, create that vision for yourself. Find out what you want. Post the sticky notes and the pictures like I put right here. Okay, if you're on the live. And make sure you actually take some time to find out what you want. Number 2, set those targets for yourself. Okay, how much money do you want, right? By what time period? How much weight do you want to lose? How much muscle do you want to build? And then break that down week by week, month by month, and actually figure out a tangible process to measure towards that every single week. That way you're able to course correct over time if you're not on the trajectory that you want. And then the last point, number 3, is finding a process that works for you. It's going to be something that develops over time. It's not etched in stone. It's something that will continuously evolve and adapt throughout your journey. Right. But I think it's really important to make sure that you're laying it out step by step, setting reminders, alarms, and sticky notes throughout that. That way you're always constantly reminded of that and chase it relentlessly. The only person that's holding you back from what you want to do right now is yourself, and understand that. Understand that the only thing that is stopping you is the limiting beliefs that you continuously program into your mind. And I want you to know from personal experience that if I could change that, so could you. I am not special. I'm not talented. It's literally just doing all the shit you said you're going to do every single fucking day. So with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in, spending a couple minutes with me today. I hope you have the best day of your entire lives. If you're watching this, listening to this, I appreciate you. And I want you to know that this year is going to be absolutely incredible if you make the choice for yourself. Okay. And if you're not on my 6-week challenge, I don't know what you're doing. Hope you have the best week of your entire freaking lives. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, love, and protein. Let's freaking get it. That's it. That's all we had. What if your gym has limited equipment? Do you have alternatives? Absolutely. Shanique, shoot me a message and I can help you more with that. I think I friended you the other day. So just shoot me a message and I'll help you out with that. But I do have a call to hop on here. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you. Hope you have the best day ever. Jane, let's freaking get it. Jane, if you haven't posted your goals, I got to double check that. But go post your goals if you haven't done so. I appreciate you. I have to hop on this call. Peace.